Oh, how long have I waited to play this? An intro was not even needed. I want to get straight into the juicy stuff. This is Orcs Must Die 3. Do not go away. So let's start by saying Orcs Must Die is one of my favorite franchises I've ever played. Can I really say it's a franchise though, as I've only played one game, Orcs Must Die Unchained? I haven't played Orcs Must Die 1 or 2, but Unchained was free on the PS4 for a long time until they went bankrupt and just shut everything down. That was honestly one of the saddest video game stories I've ever seen in my life. Orcs Must Die Unchained is the game I have so many hours in with my friend. It's not even playable anymore because the servers are down. But in comes Orcs Must Die 3. Well, can't wait till I get my hands on it. Oops, it's a Google Stadia exclusive for a full year. How many people were on Google Stadia exclusive when it popped out? Anyone? We got one in the back. He put his hand down because nobody played Google Stadia. So like a good Amish boy, I waited a full year for Orcs Must Die 3 to come out on consoles. That's what I did. It's finally out and I've played it. I'm happy to say that the game keeps its core. It didn't change much at all, which is what I was hoping for. It's the same thing pretty much. Orcs come in through doors. They go a set path until they hit the rift. You have 20 hit points. It's like a tower defense game. Don't let them into the rift. Bro, I'm trying. This is gonna be a tough one to one hundo. This will be one I celebrate after. I go to dinner after this shit. Along the way, you can place barricades to try and change the route. You can place traps to try and slow them down, damage them, or just send them back. You've got your weapons and trinkets you can put down or use, and at the core of this game, that is Orcs Must Die. One of the first things I looked at was the traps available. A lot of them return. Floor traps, arrow walls, zap traps, saw blades, tar traps, brimstone, flip traps, etc, etc. Some new ones come into the bunch. There's the butterfly traps, which I think are kind of cool. You've got laser beam traps, which are just straight up lasers down onto the ground. I think it looks and sounds pretty cool. Probably my favorite new addition is the archers. They're pretty damn cool. I missed the guardians that were in Orcs Must Die Unchained. I think that's a huge aspect that they missed out on, but the archers are a decent replacement.
And help me protect the order. If that is truly your goal, look to the defense of this rift. They are coming.
They are.
Once more into the breach.
All right, archer ladies. To my surprise, Orcs Must Die 3 has an actual campaign. That's correct. It's got voice acting. It's got a whole story. Is it a great story? Would it rival The Last of Us or Bioshock Infinite or Life is Strange or other games? No, it won't. But it is there, and it's better than none. I will say though, this is kind of where the pros stop. The soundtrack, no. Orcs Must Die Unchained menu theme is one of my favorite menu themes of all time. I'm actually the only person on all of YouTube to actually upload the actual main theme. If you want to listen to that, link in the description. The victory music song, banger in Orcs Must Die Unchained. It's okay in Orcs Must Die 3. In Orcs Must Die Unchained, once you win, I'd be dancing. Me and my friend popping moves. Orcs Must Die 3, you win. It's not much hype. Let him do the job. Let's go.
Pause.
Woo! Come on, you fucky bitch!
I went to the other side.
Yeah. Cut him off.
Oh no!
Yeah, let's go! Let's fucking go! There's a lot less characters in Orcs Must Die 3. In Orcs Must Die Unchained, one of the biggest factors was playing as characters like Oziel, Zoe, Deadeye. I just pulled all those names out of my ass, out of my memory. I haven't played Orcs Must Die Unchained in like 2 years. It's been shut down. I still remembered the names of the characters. I'm thinking now I can't remember a single character name in Orcs Must Die 3. Other than Max and Gabriella, there's... I don't know. That's not good. The main reason why I think I don't remember the names compared to Unchained, characters are not as iconic because customization got in the way. You can customize your build in this game. What traps you want. Sure, you could do that in Unchained, but your characters do have a very, 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 very weak passive of either levitate or double jump or teleport 2 feet in front of you. Nothing that really distincts itself from other characters. And you think, oh, well, you've got your main weapon. You don't, because it's customizable. Any weapon that that character uses, that character can use. You can use there, you can use there, you can use his, you can use hers. It doesn't matter. Characters' names don't matter. Who you are doesn't matter. It's your class build. You can steal Johnny's weapon. You can steal this guy's weapon. It takes away from the iconicness of the characters. I couldn't imagine if I was playing as Oziel in Unchained and I had Zoe's book to slap around. That is part of who they are and what they do and their memorability. The characters in this game could be nameless. You could change up the character anytime you want. Nobody would notice because the guns don't stay with the character. Is it nice that the customization is pretty good in this game? Yes, there is a bit of a takeaway though. Giveth and taketh, the game does. Another con I have with this game is that there are fire traps, brimstone, scorcher traps, stuff like that. There's the flame trinket too, pretty interesting. Here's the problem. There are fire enemies. They're immune to fire attacks. I like using brimstone. I couldn't use brimstone for the last half of the game because there was just fire attacks, fire enemies, fire everything. Oh, but here's the thing. Orcs Must Die Unchained had different elements of enemies. Ice enemies would come in, sprinter enemies would come in. Here's the thing. They don't exist in Orcs Must Die 3. It's normal guys and fire guys. Yes, there are ice flyers in the second campaign, but in the regular campaign and in regular endless, it's normal guys and fire guys. And having all your fire traps immune to half of the enemies coming through the doors kind of makes the fire traps useless. Kind of wish there was more variety. The upgrade system is nice. It's very lenient. You could spend all your skulls that you get quite generously in this game, I might add. You could spend them all and then refurbish them back. You could take them all back and have all upgrades wiped, have your entire stock come back to you, and then reapply upgrades. Which I love, because games are meant to be fun to play around with. I hate upgrade systems where it's like, no, you already spent it, it's completely set in stone, no return policy here, we don't exist, we are part of the Illuminati. Unfortunately, that's all I can say on Orcs Must Die 3. Endless is fun, campaign's decent. I finished this game in 10.5 hours. I hope this game gets continuously helped along and brought up and more characters get added, maybe more campaigns. I would pay my ass out for DLC because of how much I love this franchise. The whole idea of a tower defense game that you play as a character on the ground is something that is so unique I've never seen done before. But overall, Orcs Must Die Unchained is a masterpiece. Orcs Must Die 3 takes a step back, in my opinion. Still a good score. Better than the last game I reviewed, that's damn sure. Orcs Must Die 3 comes in at a solid 7.2 out of 10. So that's it. The Rift has been secured. Game over. I should actually search up if DLC is coming for this game. Give me a minute.
A few moments later.
After a super quick search up, they are planning on adding more DLC to the game. One of the frequently asked questions on Steam was, will characters from Orcs Must Die Unchained return? The answer was no, because the abilities work different in this game, aka you'd have to strip them dry. They also do say maps will return from Orcs Must Die 1, 2, and possibly Unchained. Stuff like that could happen. I don't know. I'll be there along the way. It's still downloaded on my PS4. Let's just say that. But for now, I'm your host, Saber Planet Entertainment, and I hope you enjoyed this review. Peace. These guys are literally running back at this point. That is some heavy ass slowdown. What is up? I know what you're thinking. You're only here for the bonus Easter egg soundtrack I put in at the end of every video. But did you also know I have a donation page under Buy Me a Coffee? Donate whatever you want to my channel and I'll put half of that back to an environmental charity. So that's that. Enjoy the music. Peace out.